And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Salt Lake City, Utah, fully illuminated tonight as we get a look at our broadcast setting from the skies high above. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll tip it off, a road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Morant is out there with Anthony Melton. And it's Bane in at the 3 slot. And for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Rick Pascal out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. Position. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, you know, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time to adapt to the speed of the game. But ultimately, it's about going out and competing. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs. And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
And the first one at the line is good. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Conley. The 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Morant passes to Bane. Here's Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. It's good. Conley's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Mike Conley out in transition on the break, eager to help his team convert. Nicely done.
And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Morant outside. Clock at 6. On the wing, Melton. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams. And another miss by Memphis. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now, here's Ingles. He's tightly guarded. Down low, Gobert. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. From the wing. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Donovan Mitchell.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
On the wing, Melton. Adams against Gobert. Adams, the pass to Morant. And he lays it straight in.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Here's Conley. Here's Gobert. Lays it up off the glass.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
The pass to Bing.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Jackson. Averaging 17 points per game, 10 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Here's Conley. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Morant against Conley. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Memphis ball.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Utah, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Memphis Grizzlies, 3 games behind.
And for the Grizzlies, they've looked very solid here to start the season. What surprised me the most is just how much confidence this group is playing with.
They really do look like they came into the season with the belief that they belong in the conversation among the best teams in the league.
Williams, he's checked in for Morant. On the wing, Melton. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Jazz have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Inside. Here's Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And another shot. And they pick up 2.
Such a great rhythm to what Donovan Mitchell does on the floor. Ready in the mid-range game, on the catch or off the bounce. This guy is just elite offensively.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Melton. Here's Bain. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Misses off the right eye.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
That one goes in. Conley's got 7 points.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
Here's Bain. His last outing, he had 8 points. Over in the corner, Williams. It's up a 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Mitchell's got his 2nd basket of the night.
I think you have got to be aware when Mitchell has the ball in his hands, this guy is going to be aggressive anytime he gets a chance.
Now, here's Melton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Williams can't get it to go. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Pasco kicks to Conley. Now, Ingles. No points in the game yet for him. The shot by Mitchell, no good. It's a 7-point spread. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Williams dishes to Jackson. Back to Williams. Puts it up from 15. Here's Melton. Goes back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
For the Grizzlies, the Anthony Melton at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Jazz leading by 5. Pascal, the pass to Clarkson. Back to Pascal. And the rejection by Jackson.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
On the wing, Williams. Covered by Conley. Yep, it counts.
Adams is used to scoring through contact. Make no mistake, he'll show you some strength every now and again.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. 3-point lead. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
There's some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Here's Melton. Michael Conley making his last shot. Pass to Jackson for the 3. A rebound by Mitchell. For Utah, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Back to Gobert. The second chance effort. Shot clock at 6. Goes up again. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Kept alive. Here's Jackson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the tools are there for Jackson to become a great rebounder. Has the size and instinct for the game.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
Now here's Butler. They get it again. Passes it to O'Neal. Dishes it to Clarkson. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
The pass to Jackson. And he hits it to tie the game up. Jackson's got 5 now.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
Here's O'Neal. After the basket by Jaren Jackson. Second chance shot. And O'Neal finishes inside. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Melton. He's covered by Clarkson. Payne for three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Butler finds Clarkson. With the drive. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Here's Clarkson. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. And that one is good.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Here's Payne. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Back to Morant. Stolen by Clarkson. Butler against Morant. Butler dishes to O'Neal. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
One thing that stands out about Royce O'Neal, of course, his versatility as a switchable defender.
No, this guy is elite on the defensive end. 6'4", 225, with a 6'10" wingspan. And the thing you love is he can affect shots even when he's guarding guys that have more size than him. This guy is tremendous defensively.
First one falls for Tillman. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. O'Neal hits them both. Now here's Morant. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. Right wing. Payne passes to Morant. Over Butler. Payne. Great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by one.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Clarkson kicks to Butler. That one doesn't drop. Morant with some nice D. Memphis has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And he comes up with the deuce. And now it's a 3-point Memphis lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Whiteside dishes to O'Neal. Butler attacking as Abuki trying to break free. Utah gets it back. Clarkson outside. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Morant passes to Anderson. Back to Morant. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Morant's got 7 points. Here's Butler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. .131 left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And it's Melton with the rebound. Melton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant passes to Tillman. Tries again. Utah with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And the jam by Whiteside.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
.104 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Morant. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Whiteside, no good.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcome.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. To the inside. Here's Azubuike, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Morant passes to Bing. Back to Morant. Butler with the steal. And now Utah, fast break. Finished off the break. O'Neal's got his 2nd bucket of the night. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Back to Morant. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Utah Jazz. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
Jordan Clarkson down for 2.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've shown some real tenacity on the boards, and it's turned into a lot of second chance.
Oh!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Utah leading. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. 6th Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Ingles, and the layup falls. Ingles has got his first basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Butler against Morant. On the wing, Melton. This one for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Melton's got 7. And Doris, that flow state that athletes can achieve where you're in a groove, When you played and you really had it going, what was it like?
You know what, Kevin, I love the descriptions of players like Damian Lillard or Steph Curry when they are really cooking. They talk about the basket is the size of...
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Wow, big-time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Pass to Melton. Anderson against O'Neal. Left side Anderson. Back to Melton. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Butler in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tillman's shot is off. Utah trailing here. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Tillman. Pass to Bain. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Tillman. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Utah calls timeout. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Captain Adams is checked in for Memphis. Jaren Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. From 13, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Passes to Melton. Adams down low. Defended by Gobert. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Jazz ball.
Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bounce pass Conley. Mitchell kicks to Conley. A floater. Passes it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Morant passes to Jackson. That shot, no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Ingles with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. The pass to Gobert. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Memphis leading. Morant outside. From downtown. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Conley up top. A 26-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. And that one's good. Mitchell.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his
Steven Adams picks one up. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
And he knocks down the first one. Conchar is checked in for D'Anthony Melton. He's off on the second. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jackson with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
And of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
Utah calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Conley finds Gobert. Jazz passing it around. The offensive rebound. Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
Utah has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now, here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Jazz. Pass to Bain. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. Outside Jackson. Pass to Morant. From deep three-point range. They get it back. Adams. Another shot. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
The first one falls. And Pascal drops them both. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Passes it to Conchar. Back to Morant. Here's Bain. He kicks to Adams. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Boy, Steven Adams just plays with tremendous energy and aggression. Look out, Rim.
Jazz trail by 3. And there's a whistle that goes on John Concho.
That's his first
foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And Utah making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. At the elbow, it's Mitchell. Now, Gobert. He had 10 points in the win against Sacramento.
And don't make a mistake, the 3 blocks had a huge impact on the game as well. It really turned the game in their favor.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And there's the pass to Concho. Back to Morant. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Buries the long-range jumper.
There's a level of intention and leadership right now. Mike Conley understanding my team needs me to score.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
Good from Morant. And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
Culver's checked in for Memphis. Both free throws good from Morant.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had 34 points in the win against Sacramento.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Morant passes to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Adams has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
Conley dishes to Whiteside. Kicks it to Ingles. Here's Conley. And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Jordan Clarkson is checked in for Utah. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark comes in for Steven Adams, and Jones subbed in for Culver. Stolen away. And here is Clark. Pass to Concho. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Conley. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
4th team foul.
Utah leading. Here's Conley. He's got 16. Whiteside with it. Back to Conley. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Morant. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
Ja Morant at the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Both good from the line that time.
And expectations skyrocketed for Morant after the success of his rookie year. But if you ask me, he has risen to that challenge and continues to set a high bar for himself.
And the shot goes in.
That was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Aldama, covered by Mitchell. Jones, no luck. Jazz leading by 4. Mitchell in the corner. And there's another one for the Jazz.
He does not require much space to get that jumper off. Donovan Mitchell working right now.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, great Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career. It had to feel something like redemption. But I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Whiteside. And the Grizzlies also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Ja Morant. Outside Williams. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clark for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says, his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. Kevin, the way they win games, that's saying something.
He is a defensive player of the year multiple times. Phenomenal player. Thanks, D.A. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Now Conley. He's got 18. To the middle. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Jones. 4 on the shot clock. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
This feels like one of those nights for Donovan Mitchell. Everything's working.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Jones, the pass to Concho. Fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. That shot wide open. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Concho. Conley against Jones. There's the dish to Williams. Back to Jones. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Utah Jazz up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes. Guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. But we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
The first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
They've come out determined to push the pace. Up-tempo offense, getting the ball up court as quickly as possible. Advantage in transition points has been the major difference in this game.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
I thought they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.